Hey guys, it's Skull and welcome back to another Skull Mods video. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of my modded nerf guns. Now today I'm just going to be showing you guys 2 or 3 if you could consider 3, another one. But mainly what this is 2 blasters that I've integrated into each other. Starting off with how this began. And that is the Nerf and Strike Elite Demolisher. Now, that was really loud. Now you can tell that this does not look like a Demolisher at all. Here we have a Recon stock from my Recon. Yeah, here. I just find this stock looks pretty sweet, pretty comfortable. Moving on, this is completely painted and clear coated. It was a matte type of paint, and then I just clear coated over it. Gave it some white. Looks pretty chill. Painted mag. I actually just painted all of my mags. So it looks pretty sweet with this banana mag. Moving up here, you just have that paint job right there. It says Demolisher 2-in-1. Now the main thing of makes this different from the original. This missile launcher completely gone, and you'll see why in a bit. But you can see I just have some foam padding for a temporary fix. Gonna get some plastic and put it on there. It'll work a lot better. And also all the locks are taken out, so you can see I did leave the magazine lock in there because I find it doesn't really work if you take out the magazine lock, but like the release lock. But pretty nice blaster. No access door or jam door if you want to call it that. All the locks are taken out, and actually the rev switch and the trigger are integrated into each other, so it does do this. Even though you don't want to do that because it doesn't give enough rev time. But I find with this painted mag, this gun does look pretty sweet. I did leave most of the orange in because I wanted to signal that it isn't a real firearm, of course. Maybe one day I'll paint it completely black once I get that extra plastic on the bottom. But I actually find this paint job looks pretty sweet, and maybe I might keep it on there. And here's just the other side, battery compartment. And you can see I did gold out the Strike Elite, and that's pretty much the Demolisher. Now, moving on, we have my missile launcher. Doesn't look like a missile launcher. Now, the way I cut off the little casing over the missile launcher on the Demolisher made the whole casing basically break off because I didn't have a bandsaw. It's at my cottage. So I had to end up using snips, so that kind of destroyed it. But I was able to salvage this, and it does have the barrel, and I'll show you guys how I use that after. But what I made this into basically is just a little like sidearm pistol type thing. I'm going to make a stock out of probably wood, maybe a stronger foam like a styrofoam, so you can kind of press it against your shoulder because it is pretty hard to shoot this thing. But the way it works is, here I have hollowed out, as you can see, I've hollowed out the missile launching place. So instead of a missile going on here, instead you're going to take your regular Elite Dart. This is actually Adventure Force, but works the same. And you can stick that in, and you can see it's perfect size. It doesn't fall out. And you could just easily, if you put it right, you can just go like this, and then and it actually shoots pretty hard, depending on how hard you push it. Pretty good, like just for fun gun. It's not really a real gun. I wouldn't use this in a Nerf war, but it is definitely pretty cool. And the fact that you jam it means that you could go short distance. If you push it really hard, you can get some longer distances out of this thing. It's really just like a funny type of gun. It's not even a gun. It's just a little pipe and a plunger tube. And I did upgrade the O-ring. There are 2 O-rings now, so it's a better seal. But other than that, moving on to where the rest of this barrel went. Now, coming off with the ending, the bake shock. Now, you're probably wondering how the rest of this barrel got into this bake shock. Well, that's because I rebarreled this thing. So you can see, I did rebarrel it. So now you can fit your darts in, like so, and go like that, and you can shoot it. It shoots pretty hard, depending on if the dart's in there snugly. I'm going to probably put some like electrical tape in there or something, maybe some Teflon tape, just to strengthen that seal, because it does like fall out a bit, but if I put something in there, it might fix it. Just wrap some electrical tape to give it a nice seal. It doesn't move around just a bit. And I did take the air restrictors and the dart post and everything. That's what I'm talking about. Dart post and everything out of there. So now it is definitely a pretty good blaster. Shoots pretty hard because you're taking all that energy from a mega dart and transforming it into elite dart power. So it shoots a lot better than most elite guns. Other than my Fire Strike, which I'm actually painting right now, so it's taken apart, so I can't really use that. But also the Jolt's pretty good. It's very similar to this. They both, you can see that they're the same inside. But the Jolt and the Big Shock are both pretty good options. But this one does shoot farther because, of course, you're using that bigger type of spring. Here you have a smaller spring. The spring is only about like 3 fingers long. It's not going to do much. But that is my Big Shock. Lastly, we have this type of barrel. Now here we have the Ion Fire barrel, and we have a Predator barrel. Now I used to have the Nerf and Strike, no, that's a Nerf, the Air Warriors Predator, and that actually broke. So I went ahead, took it apart. Of course, you got to salvage all the parts. Very important. You never know when you're going to need them. But I also took off the barrel, and this is just a barrel, and I hot glued and I wrapped electrical tape around it. So it's a pretty firm fit. I've had this for a while. Haven't broken yet. You see, it's pretty big. You could actually, if I just... Now you can use it as a blowgun if you really wanted to. Some know what reason, but it wouldn't work too well. You just kind of blow it, and this is so wrong. Anyway, so this is for the Demolisher. This right now looks like an AK. With this, it more looks, if I can like get it into frame, it looks more intimidating, I guess you could say, with that longer barrel. Of course, it still works. Definitely not going to get as good range, but because it's such a big barrel, it doesn't really bounce around, so it's okay, but it is really just for that aesthetic purposes, and overall, just like Demolisher, like so. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and that was just my modded Nerf guns. My favorite, obviously, being the Demolisher. Modded, it is one of my favorite guns to run. Before, I hated the Demolisher. It was so bulky for a one-shot missile, so I went ahead and transformed that into another blaster itself. So definitely, this is my favorite. I do believe the paint job looks sick on this, especially with the painted mag. They just kind of go together really nicely, especially that banana mag. Looking to get a worker banana mag, one of the black ones. It looks a lot better, and you can hold like 22 darts. So a lot better of a deal, more bang for your buck, if you could say. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in another Skull Mods video. Goodbye.